Hello my loves, welcome back to Lavendaire. So happy end of November. Today we're gonna plan for December. So if you're new here, this Plan With Me is an interactive series where I will share some prompts to help you plan and reflect your months, and then I will give you a chance to pause the video and actually plan along with me. So before we get started, I want to remind you guys that the new Artist of Life workbook is out on my shop. This is the 2022 Artist of Life workbook that you use to plan your best year in 2022. So I'll link it here and down below so you can check out this as well as our new weekly reset planner. So super excited about what's new on our shop. Plus we have a new mini launch coming up this week actually. So December 1st, check back on the shop for our new tear off notepad. So we have a weekly and daily notepad that are also gonna come out. All right, so let's get started. First, let's review November. Describe November in one word. Rate from 1 to 10 how much you agree with the statement. This month, I took steps to get closer to my goals and dream life. List all of your highlights from November. What is one thing that you learned? What is one thing that you're proud of? And lastly, how can you improve for next month? Now for this month's bonus question, what is one habit change that would make the most meaningful difference in my life right now? Moving on, let's plan for December, our final month of 2021. Oh my goodness, already. First, set your intention. December will be blank. List your top 3 goals for the month. List any mini goals you have for the month, so any other habits or activities that you also want to do. Now make a weekly breakdown for your goals and mini goals. And finally, schedule it all in your calendar so that you make sure you make it happen. All right, so now it's my turn to share my answers for this monthly review. So November for me in one word was beautiful. I feel like it was a beautiful month, a lot of social activities, a lot of fun things happening with friends and family. So there's nothing that I can say that was okay. I take it back. There were things that were challenging in November regarding my team and my work, but at the same time, there were so many beautiful things happening in my personal and social life that it kind of, everything blends together and life is okay in the end. It balances each other out. Some highlights from November. One of the big events of this month was one of my best girlfriends got married. She's one of those people that was supposed to have their wedding early 2020, and of course, it had to get pushed back twice, almost 2 years until now, but I'm so happy and grateful that it happened. I got to see a lot of friends that I have not seen for so long because of the pandemic. And so that was a really, really, really fun day. I was a bridesmaid. I choreographed the dance for the bridesmaids and for the groomsmen because I used to have dance experience. If you guys don't know, I was on a hip hop team in college. I used to choreograph and lead dance teams. That was a past life of mine. Anyway, that was beautiful. I also went to Disneyland, which was really nice because it's like holiday theme, and that was really fun. I'm actually filming this on Thanksgiving Day, so after this, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with my family. My brother's home, he's right downstairs, which is really nice. Another very random highlight that I'm sure some of you will appreciate is I started watching Naruto this month. I know it's such a random time to start because it's such an old anime, but it's because on Halloween, me and Wilson dressed up as Demon Slayer, which is another anime, and I had 2 friends dress up as Naruto characters, and that just kind of sparked my interest to start watching it. And once I started, I could not stop. So I have just been binging that. It's been so much fun. So that's been really nice just to have something to look forward to every day. One thing that I learned this past month was getting deeper into learning about blockchain gaming. I know it sounds so random. I might have talked about me learning about crypto and NFTs before, like digital real estate. I have been continuing this exploration, which has led me to learn a lot about this new era of gaming that it's just like beginning. So because of blockchain technology, a lot of the games that they're working on right now are called play to earn games. Basically, when you play a game, you can like earn tokens and coins and stuff. And traditional games, you can't really take those coins out of the game. But now because of blockchain, the technology is there for you to be able to take your tokens and even like your assets, the NFTs out of the game and trade that for real money. So essentially, it's this whole new economy that is just starting. It is just being built, and it's a really exciting time for gamers, or for anyone who's interested in this opportunity for financial freedom. I am so into it. I already purchased some like NFTs and assets in games that have not come out yet. I know it sounds weird to people who just have no idea about this, but if you guys are curious, I might make videos on this. I know it's so different from what I typically talk about, but I'm really deep into it. I'm very interested, guys, and I think this is the future. So anyway, that's what I've been learning. One thing that I'm proud of this past month, I already mentioned, was me choreographing the wedding dances for the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. And that was so much fun. I mean, they were simple dances because I had to keep in mind that these are not dancers. So I kept the dances fun and simple, but cute at the same time. And I don't know, that just kind of got my creative juices flowing, and it was so fun to do. And I could distinctly tell that now I've come to a place where my creativity is less inhibited, because I mentioned I used to dance, like in college and even after college, I was on multiple dance teams. But when I was in my early 20s, I was so shy, and I was so, I just had this filter that when we were asked to choreograph stuff, I just had such a creative block because I was too scared of what people would think of me. I would judge myself before even deciding this is the choreography, because as I was creating, I'd be judging myself like, oh no, this is not good enough. Oh, this is not like pretty, or this is ugly, or this is weird. So I would I guess hold myself back during the creative process back then, to the point where it was so hard to choreograph and it paralyzed me. I just had so much fear of judgment and all this stuff going on. But now when I was asked to choreograph these, it came out so easily, even though I haven't danced in years. But I just feel like I'm just so open now, or more open with my creativity and how I express myself. And yeah, if you are an artist, that is the space you want to be able to tap into, is to just let go of the filters, let go of the fear, let go of the walls, and just let yourself express yourself freely. It took me years, guys. Next question is, how can I improve for next month? I feel like next month is also holiday season, so I don't want to be too hard on myself. On one hand, it's holidays. On the other hand, it's the most important month for Lavendaire shop sales because it's the new year. So I think it's all about prioritizing and giving myself enough time to rest. So prioritizing the important stuff, and then just not sweating the small stuff, not getting stressed over anything unnecessarily. To answer the bonus question, what is a habit that would make a meaningful change in my life right now? I had this idea recently this past month because I see Wilson playing games and chatting with his friends, talking on Discord. I don't really use Discord, and my friends don't either, but I like that it's an open platform where they could just talk, and he is laughing and chatting with his friends every night, and I'm like, why can't I talk like that with my girlfriends? So I think a habit that would make a meaningful change is just to create a space where maybe on a weekly basis we could just talk, instead of having to schedule a Zoom or schedule a lunch or dinner. I just feel I don't know, depending on where you live, me living in the suburbs in LA, it's such a huge space. If you want to meet a friend, you have to plan 2 weeks in advance, and you schedule it in your calendar. And it's not very casual. It's not just oh, hey, let's meet in 15 minutes. That's impossible, you know? So yeah, just kind of creating a space that makes it easier to connect, I think would make a meaningful difference in my life right now. And on that note, let me know if you guys do this with your friends, or if you have any tips for what you do with your friends to connect, maybe on a weekly basis. And quick question, do you guys use Discord? Do you guys use Clubhouse? I know Clubhouse was big last year. I'm not sure if it's died down, but yeah, I think I would like more outlets to just talk and connect. And it might be because I put my podcast on hiatus, so I don't do calls and I don't talk to people as much as I did when I had my podcast. And so maybe I'm just craving some human connection. This is coming from someone who literally is at home every single day, every day of the week. Moving on to December goals, my intention for December is to be joyful, is to focus on the joy, It's so simple, but I think it's like an intention that you can live by, because focusing on joy is one of the most important things you can do to live a happy life, obviously. My top 3 goals for December, let me check this, I wrote it down. Number 1, I mentioned earlier, we are launching our notepads on December 1st. So my goal is to just have a successful launch and continue it throughout the month in December. My second goal for the month is to plan a getaway retreat for either December or January, most likely, because I really have been wanting to take a week off and go somewhere just to heal and relax. So that is on my plans that I need to figure out and plan for. And then my third goal for December is to just make time, maybe a couple days, to plan out my goals for 2022. I love how December, like I set aside a few days to just like reflect and think. I spend a lot of time working on the workbook. That is what this is for. So December really is the month where I will do these exercises, kind of flip through. I don't do it in chronological order. I just kind of like flip through and do what calls to me at the moment. So just setting goals for the entire year and ideally starting to plan the travels that I want to do in 2022. I just have had this itch, this travel bug, because I love to travel and I haven't been able to really. And I hope that things will be more open and safe in 2022 to do like international travel. So that's on my list. Also because all my friends are like getting married, having babies, and I just need to see the world more. Like I just have more travel in me that I need to get out of my system with my friends before they just start like, you know, popping babies and their lives start to change. I'm really in that life stage, guys. Like there's literally like a set number of years that you know your friends are gonna be able to travel with you and do all these things without kids. And so it's an interesting time. All right, let me know down below your answer to the bonus question. What is a habit that would make a meaningful change in your life right now? And also stay tuned, because the next video for Plan With Me, I'll still do a Plan With Me January, but I'm gonna do other separate videos to plan for the new year. I'm excited for this new year content because I feel like this is where I thrive, like goal setting and envisioning our dream life, how we're gonna build it next year. So yes, stay tuned for that. Click that bell, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Love you so much. Bye.